National 5 Maths Practice Paper C, Paper 1. In the first question, we're going to use our order of operations. We've got addition and we've got division, so we're going to have to carry out the division first. So 8.4 divided by 7. So 8.4 divided by 7 gives us 1.2. So now we have to do 5.04 plus 1.2. So we get 6.24. In the second question, we're multiplying out a bracket, but we can add these two fractions together first, or you can multiply out the bracket and then add them together. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to add these together first though. So 1 3/4 is the same as saying 7/4. So it's 2 over 7, and we've got 7 over 4 plus 3 over 8. So we're going to add these two together. So I want to make the denominators the same, so I'm going to multiply the first fraction by 2, top and bottom. So we have 2 over 7 multiplied by, so we've got the same denominator, so it's just going to be 17 over 8. Now 2 17s gives us 34 over 7 8s, which is 56. And they're both in the 2 times table, giving us 17 over 28. Next, if we multiply out these brackets, we can get 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. Now here we've got negative 4 times 3x is negative 12x. And we've got minus 4 here. So tidying up, the 6x and the minus 12x there gives us negative 6x. We've got the negative 12 here and the negative 4, so negative 12 take away 4 gives us minus 16, so 6x minus 16. In question number 4, it's function notation. We're going to have to evaluate first of all when f of negative 2, so all the x's are going to be equal to negative 2. So the f of negative 2 is 7 minus 4 times negative 2. So that is 7. Now negative 4 times negative 2 is plus 8. And that comes to 15. In part B, we're told that the f of t is equal to 9. Well, we don't have the f of t here, so I'm going to change all the x's for t's. So now we've got f of t is 7 minus 4t. Now it tells us that f of t is equal to 9. It's not telling us it's the f of 9. So we're not substituting 9 into here and here. We're changing this entire thing for 9. So basically what we're trying to figure out is what number in here gives us the answer of 9. So 9 equals 7 minus 4t. So by adding 4t to both sides, we get 4t plus 9 equals 7. Subtracting 9 from both sides, dividing by 4, and simplifying, so we get t equals negative 1/2. For question 5, we're going to solve by factorising. Now actually, I'm going to do this twice. I'm going to use 2 different methods. In the first method, I'm going to add x squared to both sides, subtract 6x, and subtract 7. So we no longer have a negative x squared, because some people will struggle with that for factorising. So if I add x squared to both sides, I start with 7 plus 6x equals x squared. I'm then going to subtract 6x. And now I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. So I'm going to factorise it. So I'm wanting numbers that times to make negative 7 and add to make negative 6. So it's negative 7 and plus 1. So my 2 solutions, for this bracket to be 0, x minus 7 equals 0, so x equals 7. And for this bracket to be 0, x plus 1 equals 0, so x equals negative 1. Now, alternatively, I could solve this by just swapping the order around, so it's something you're more used to seeing, by having negative x squared plus 6x plus 7. And that's equal to 0. I can then take out negative 1 as a common factor, so you can put negative 1 or just put negative in front of the bracket. So x squared minus 6x minus 7 equals 0. If you're confused why I put negative, it's negative 1 times negative 6 to give you the positive 1. Sorry, the positive 6. Negative 1 times negative 7 gives you positive 7. So then we've got to factorise the x squared minus 6x minus 7. So you just stick a bracket here and here with a negative at the front. So you've got x and x equal to 0. And then you just carry on and factorise it in the same way as before. So it doesn't really matter which way round you solve it, you get the same answers either way.